It's Robert Flores. Welcome to the show. Just about to get underway. Jazz Chisholm here, stepping in now for the Yankees. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Lopez. There's one. Throw to first, and he beat it. Here is Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. There goes the runner. Pitch inside.
Safe, he's in.
Save. Swing and a pop-up. 2 down. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. Out towards right center field. Smith gets under it. And that is that. Otto Lopez. Getting ready to hit. The other way. One away. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just missed.
That's inside.
And he walked him on 4 pitches. 1 down. Now the A's designated hitter, Pete Alonso. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Late with the swing there. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Man at first, 1 away. There's 1.
On the tag, you're out.
And that's 2. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Not in time.
No, he got it.
Safe. One out man at first. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Foul ball there. Second inning here, no score. And a swing and a miss.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Down the right field line. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-1.
Oh.
Swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 2 on, 1 out. That just misses. 3-2 now.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Now the tag at third, and they got him. So up next for New York, Jose Caballero. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
They limit the damage here. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shea Langoliers. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1-2 here. Upstairs. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge in position. And there's one down. Next up for the A's, Christian Walker.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one hit to right. Judge settles under this one. Takes it in for the out. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. First pitch just misses. In the air right field. Judge moving under this one. And that will end the inning. On to the third inning, and stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger. Ground ball, Walker. Takes it himself. One pitch and one out. Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. He was late there. Strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Late on that fastball. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Chorio swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. As we go to the last of the third. Digging in, Cam Smith.
Huh.
Just off the inside edge. And that one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Brandon Lockridge in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Brings it in. 1 away. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to right. And there's 2 down. Brent Rooker up next for the A's.
That's
Well, if
the
he's
ball.
going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
There's a swing and a drop. And foul ball. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
A little bit high. Ball 1. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. That one just missing inside. Ball 2. Cuts and misses. It's out of the 4th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now here's Trent Grisham. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. comes up empty. That's strike two. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. And it drops in. And that extends the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now at the plate, Austin Wells. Throw to second, out, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Eugenio Suarez. Right through there for a strike. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2. Got him swinging. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. That one found hard the other way. Now the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Ripped into right field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Swing and a foul out of play. In there. Got him looking for the K. At the plate, Zach Geloff. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. So up next for New York, Jose Caballero. And first offering is fouled off. Caballero, 29 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fastball right back to the mound. On to first, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Brandon Lockridge.
Whoa.
And that one fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Otto Lopez, the next to hit.
Up.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gets the outside corner with that one. And there's a ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lopez, the base runner at first with 1 out. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw.
He's out.
Second. What
You're
a
out of
double
there.
play that was. Inning over. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger. Late on that fastball.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was late. That one to first and a foul ball. And Belly goes down on strikes. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Jackson Churio at the dish now. He signed an 8-year, $82 million contract in December of 2023 before he ever played a game in the majors. Oh, and the talent runs in the family. His younger brother, Jason, is a top prospect with Cleveland. Got him to chase one above the zone there. Now he breaks his bat. Geloff. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the A's designated hitter, Pete Alonso. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
No, that's a ball.
Swings through that. Up and in. And that's ball 2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Oh.
Swings through that one for strike 1. The A's down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball to right. And that's got extra bases written all over it. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. That one fouled off. And that's way high. And it's 1-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a big swing and a miss.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
The 0-2. On the ground to first. Walker takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. Now it's going to be Anthony Volpe. He's 2 for 2.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, Michael Kelly.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. In the air, right side. Smith has a beat on it. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And ball 1. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Zach Geloff will hit next. That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 1. Check swing. Appeal to first. No swing. Just held it back there. And that is out of play. The Yankees trying to hold a 1-run lead near the bottom of the 7th. And that's ripped for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. So up next, Cam Smith.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Up next for the A's.
And the batter now, Brandon Lockridge. Next pitch is downstairs. There's a swing and a miss. Got him. Larry Bullard. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a man aboard.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging, crazy.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Foul ball there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back to the top of the order. Here's the Yankees.
Now pitching for the A's, number 36, Hogan Harris.
And that one fouled off. Man, that got him square in the mask. Swings and misses. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the 8th.
Now
Otto
pitching for the
Lopez.
Yankees, number 53, David Beckham.
On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Rooker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The Yanks holding on to a 1-run lead near the bottom half of the 8th inning. There's the strike.
Oh, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Pete Alonso. 0-1. Bednar, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
That's inside. That misses the zone, and the count's full.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So the tying run at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger. Foul ball. And that one fouled off. Swings through him for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. You think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hit.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 61, Elvis Alvarado.
Swing and a miss. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2. Ball 1 there. And a ball evens the count. This ball's chopped on the ground. The throw to first.
Yep,
2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 down, bases empty. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. High fly ball, right field. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the ninth. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Outside low. Down 1 and 2. Hammered. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Judge hustles it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Man, those are the types of hits. You don't feel any vibration.
Camilo Doval. Take over here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
One-run game, bottom 9. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Rice steps on the bag, but the tying run moves up to 3rd, so they'll be happy with that. So Marcotte going with a pinch hitter here. Andy Ibanez. He represents the winning run. Andy Ibanez in the box now. Takes strike 1. Check swing went around. And it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The A's down to their final out. On the ground, right side, Caballero. Throw to first, ball game. And the Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Cole with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
1-0 the final for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.